Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out with Bubba here for a second. Bubba wants to go test the mod. Alright, so we're gonna run a little test on the mod. First I gotta make sure I got my torches, cause I think I might need them. Right, I got some torches. Oh well, you know, I'll go ahead and put torches on my little favorites list right here. Bring up my favorites. Oh, alright, I see what I'm doing. Put your hands down, boy. Alright. Now we're gonna test our mod. Now, hopefully you remember what you named your cell in your mod. I know what I named mine. Bring up the console by pushing the tilde key, which is right next to the one key. Type COC and then the name of your mod. In this case it's 000 test cell. Push return. Damn, kid, it's dark in here. Go ahead and bring up my torch so I can see. And we're doing a little bit of testing so we can look around, make sure there's no gaps or whatever. That's basically all we're doing, is just looking around. Now mine is going to look different than yours because I have vivid landscapes installed, so I got a little bit different textures. So far everything looks good, right? The edges are good. I don't see any clipping there. Go up the stairs. Don't see any clipping here. No clipping there. Go here. No clipping there. We'll go in here, look around. Don't see any gaps or spaces in the walls, so we're good. We'll go out this way and then we'll go into this big room. Don't see any clipping. Check for stuff like that. Then we go over here. Nope, don't see any clipping. No dark spaces in the ceiling. Everything looks good there. Looking around, everything looks pretty good. Go back down the hallway. No clipping. See, that's not clipping right there. That's what you're seeing. That's a fern growing out of it. I don't see any problems there. Let's go in here and check the ceiling. Now, this room over here ought to be alright because wait. Nope, no clipping. Look up at the ceiling. Nope, no problem. Alright. And don't go out the door, because it just you don't go anywhere. Alright. Now I'm gonna go ahead and we'll have Bubba. We'll just go ahead and end the game, get out of the game right here, and I'll see you back in the creation kit. And we're back right here in the creation kit. I went ahead and loaded up my mod. If you guys don't remember how to do that, go ahead and go back to episode 2 and watch the beginning of that. So I've got it all loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and click on the test cell. Double click on the test cell right there. I got my COC marker right there, so I'll just click on that so I can rotate around. And Bubba said it was pretty dark in the house. He needed his torch to see. That's a good thing. That's what I was shooting for. Okay, while you're here, just go ahead and push A and turn your lights on. Now we're going to add some lights. First thing we're going to do, let's see. Yeah, let's add some lights to the rooms. Just a little bit here. Move down, move in. I'm gonna wanna add a couple chandeliers in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in the filter over here in the object window at CHAN for chandelier, and you get this right here. I'm gonna slide down. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna push all because I want the candle horn chandelier, because you know it's a Nordic rune, so yeah, candle horns will work great. I don't want the really long one, because I believe this one here is pretty long. Actually, no, that's the really short one. I want the one with a little bit of length to it. Just like before, go ahead and click on this little blue house. Left click and hold. Make sure the little red circle with the line through it comes up. Bring it in and point it right where you want it and drop it. Now you'll get it right there. And you move it just like you do with the pieces. Just hold Z key. And that's actually gonna be that actually might be a little low. It's definitely not centered. That's pretty good on the centering. And I don't want just one right there. I want to have two of them in a line. So we'll go ahead and we'll move it up here like this. Right? And right about there. Slide in like this. Take a look at it. Yeah, that'll work right there. Now we want to add a light to it. Go ahead, clear your filter. Well, before you clear your filter, scroll up till you see light right here. Click on light. And it'll say flicker shadow. Clear your filter out. And it'll give you all the lights in the game. Now, the difference between the lights is some of these have shadows, like this one has a shadow. And if it has a shadow, it will cast shadows. And that's pretty hard on the FPS. And I believe the thing is you only can have 4 shadow casting lights in the room, so you might not want that. If it has an NS after it, it means no shadow. So we're gonna go ahead with that. Now the Alakir orange flicker, that's not too bad. I like that one. It has a nice flicker effect to it, and it doesn't really cast a shadow. So we'll go ahead and drag that over. Put that right there. Now if you want to churn you don't want to be looking at the light because you need to get into something, you can just hit M and it makes the markers go away. But we need the marker. Alright. Turn off your lights so you can see what's happening here. Now see, it's got a little bit of light here, but most of the light's up on the top. Turn the lights back on, and here's how we're gonna cure that. We'll go ahead and push the W key, and you see that gizmo comes up, and then you can just flip it around like that. Push the W key again, turns that gizmo off. Let's go ahead and center it up on the light. That looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and take a look at it with the lights off. Let's go ahead and move that down. That's pretty good. Now, that's not a very big pool of light. We can go ahead and push and hold S, and if you hold down your left click and move your mouse to the left, it increases the light. To the right, decreases the light. See how that works? So we're gonna do it to right about there, just like that. Okay, we got that one light in right there. Now, here's something I always do. I'm not sure you actually have to do this, but I always do it. Click on your light, whatever it is. Yeah, in this case, it's the candle horn. You click on that, then you click on it, double click on it. Make sure you got the candle horn. Now, you'll see your tabs here. There's different things. It's got all the same tabs. Go ahead and click on linked reference. Now, like I said, I just do this because I just do this because I noticed that they were doing it in the game when I was getting some torches someplace. But I always do this. Go ahead and double click in this open spot here. You see select reference in window. Go ahead, hit that. Put your cursor right on top of the light bulb. Double click. Your reference is Alicure orange flicker. OK. And push OK. You'll see a line going up to the light just like that. Now hold Control, select them both, and you want to go ahead and turn your lights back on. We don't need that up now. Go ahead and duplicate that and move it this way a little bit. We want to make sure they're even though. I'm kind of a stickler about things being even. Turn off the lights, see what you got. Okay, yeah, it could stand to go. Stand to go this way. A couple more clicks right there. Turn off the lights. Yeah, that's good. Now, this, because you duplicated it, it will also duplicate the linked reference. So that's good. So we got 2 lights in this room, but we don't have any lights in the other room. Now, this is a real simple thing here. You've already set this up like this. Go ahead, hold Control, hit that, click on that. Now you got them both. Just a question of duplicating them. You duplicate them, move them across. It's like the easy button for lights, man. I'll tell you what. Turn your lights on so you can see what you're doing. Slide down, slide up in there so you can get it. Well, remember, Shift and F, and it'll center it up. See, now they're not even. Now they are. There we go. That's about right. Turn the lights off. Yeah, that looks good. Now if you take right click, copy. We'll go up to here. And we'll go ahead and hit that just so we can rotate a little better. Just like this. And put your cursor right there, right click, paste. Go ahead and move them down. 1, 2. That's probably good. That looks good. Make sure they're in the center. Turn the lights off, see how it looks. Looks great. Right, Turn the lights on. Now, remember we made this room over here bigger, but that's okay. Go ahead and duplicate that again. Just like that. Slide those over into that room. Try not to unselect these, because it just makes it really hard. Then you have to reselect them and everything. Okay, we need to center them upright, so we'll just hold the right click, move them around like that. See, this is going to be a little different because we made this one. If you remember, we made this room more. Yeah, we made it bigger. Is what we did. So I want to put that. Try to get that in the middle. There we go. We made it bigger this way, but it's the same size this way, so you can go ahead and move it there, just like that. And then you got lights there. You're good. Okay. Let's go ahead and click out of that. Now we have lights in each room. But hold shift, boom, right there. Turn your lights on so you can see what you're doing. Now we need lights in the hallway. A couple of different things we can do here. You can use torches, or you can use candles. And being as it's this kind of area here, where do I want to start with it? Well, I want to have one. I usually, using this kit, I usually try to put them right here on these things. So what we do is we type in candles into the filter. Not candles, candles. Just like that. Click on all. And this brings up all the different kinds of candles. Now, these are candlesticks. These are the ones that set on the table for the Sovngarde candles. Let's take a look at those. Those are the gold ones that are in Sovngarde. Those are really cool if you want to make your house fancy. And then your glazed candles, like this. Those are the candles in a bowl. You see that a lot in regular houses. And then your silver candlesticks. They're a little nicer. See those in the noble houses and in the jarls up in Dragon's Reach and stuff like that. But we want to go ahead with a ruins candle sconce, and make sure you get the one that says on, because if you get the one that says off, it isn't lit. There is a way to have it disabled and turn it on, but we're not going to do it that way in this one. We're just going to use just the regular one. It doesn't look lit, but it is. Trust me. It says on. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag that across, drop that right in there, and we're going to pull it out. We want to flip that around, slide that up, and that looks fairly good. Looks like it's been put into the wall, like maybe the rock was like poured concrete and it was poured around it, or it's just been attached to a wall. So that'll work. So now we need a candle light. So we'll go back to lights. Where's it at? There it is. We'll go back to light. clear our filter, because I pretty much want the same light. Alicure orange flicker, that's the one I want. Put it right on top of that, just like that. Move it around. Move it out. Put it in the... You want to kind of have it evened up with the candle, just like that, just for shits and giggles. Turn your lights out so you can see what you got. It looks pretty good. Maybe we can make the light just a little bit bigger. Light pool a little bit bigger. Turn the lights back on, and just like with the candle horns, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the light on the candle itself, and I'm going to link the reference in, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'll hold control just like that, and just like with the other ones, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate it just like that, and that way that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slide one down here, and then I just spam them on down the hallway. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Shift F. Alright, I need to move that over. That works pretty good. I'm just going to spam them down the hallway at intervals. I'll probably put one on each side of this doorway right here, up the stairs, and then in this room, we'll shut that off. I'll probably put one in each corner here, like that, all the way around. And when you put them in the corner like that, once you get the first set of them set up, you can do it just like you did with these here. You can just highlight them both, highlight all four corners, make sure they're all set right and they all look right, and the light, when you place the first one, make sure the light pool's the size you want it. And then once you get that first one in and you get all four of them in there, go ahead and you select everything, and then you duplicate it, and then we can just slide it into place over here. Makes it a whole lot easier. Let's take a look, see what our light looks like. That looks pretty good. I can deal with that. Like I said, I'll just go ahead and I'll be sliding this all the way down, up and around, and I'll be putting lights there, lights in the hall here, lights in these rooms, lights in these rooms. Okay? And then you just have to finish it up. So that's it for this episode. Nice, easy, simple one. That's just putting your lights in. You don't have to actually do the linked reference. I just do it. I just think it's a better idea. I'm not sure if it actually means anything in game, but if you want to set it up sometime to have it to where when you light the candle or whatever, light the unlit candle and the candle comes on, that way it actually comes on, and then you can do it that way. That's a little more advanced though. Alright. Don't forget to save your mod, but before you save your mod, after you get all the lights put in, go ahead and shut the lights out. Go ahead and save your mod, and I will see you next episode.